Well, because of that, instead of filling in this part of the formula, we can say the curve f of x, y, and when we replace this ds, we could replace it with our length of r prime of t dt. And that also goes for the three-dimensional case. So here's a nice simple one. Evaluate the line integral over the curve c of x plus 2, or c, now this part's not so easy, is the curve described by the vector valued function r of t is ti plus 4/3 t to the 3/2 j plus 1/2 t squared k, t going from 0 to 2. So r prime, not too hard to discover that. The derivative of t is 1. The derivative of, oh boy, 4/3 times t to the 3/2, that'd be 4/3 times 3/2, which comes out to be 2, times t to the 1/2, that's square root of t, j, plus derivative of this is just t, k. So there's our r prime of t, and we need the length of that in our formula. So the length of this vector is the square root of 1 squared plus 2 times square root of t squared, which is just 4t, and then plus t squared. And then we can fill in that as our length of r prime of t dt. In other words, fill that in for ds. Our integrand is just x plus 2. Well, x equals t, right? That's t times y, so x equals t. So that becomes t plus 2 times the square root of 1 plus 4t plus t squared, which looks like it's going to be a really hard integral, but it turns out if you multiply by 2 and multiply by 1/2 at the same time, then the derivative of this inside part is really just 2 times t plus 4. And so then we can make it a let u equal this part, and this is du out here. So it's just the integral of square root of u du. However, I will mention, if u equals 1 plus 4t plus t squared, and u equals 0, then t equals 0, then our u limit would be 1. But if t equals 2, our u limit would be this 4 plus this 8 plus this 1, so 13. So 1/2 integral from 1 to 13. You understand where the 1/2 comes. The 1/2 times 2 is really 1, but I wanted 2t plus 4 as the derivative of this inside function. So I hope you can see why I did that. So with that said, this is 2/3 u, the integral of this is 2/3 u to the 3/2. So 2/3 times the 1/2 that's there, the 2's cancel, we just get 1/3. And so we'd have, if you put in 1, you get that 2/3 1/2 times 1, so 2/3 times 1/2 is 1/3, so that's minus 1/3, and then we get plus when you put in the 1/3. You also raise this u to the 1/2 to the 3/2, so that would be 13 to the 3/2, which is 13 squared to 3. So hopefully you'll see why that is what it is, and this is a numerical version of that answer. Rounded to the nearest you don't even want to know. I think rounded to 20 digits or something like that.